know. What would the criteria be? What young heavyweights, how many fights would they have to have the tournament to be considered the #1 contender? I don't know.
Well, people coming up at the beginning of their career, say 4-rounders, 6-rounders, people who are not actually at the moment or that moment in the limelight.
No, somebody's going to come along. A heavyweight's going to come along. It's just not the time. It's just a matter of time. It's happened before, but it just never happened with a competitor now. We have a competitor in MMA. So it's never happened, never had a dull drum when we had a competitor. Because before when boxing was dead for a while, 9 or 10 years when Ali left, there was no competitors.
Right.
None of the competitors, so we had no choice but to watch it. But now we have a choice. We can watch MMA, which is exciting. And when they have one fight in the intermission, instead of waiting for a fight sitting around, we're having a party till the next fighters come in. So you see how entertainment plays a big part into the boxing world. Boxing doesn't have the entertainment that MMA presents. Like I was expressing earlier, after one bout is over, then another bout comes. But in that 15-minute period when you're waiting, it's not like, God, man, what's happening? It's all about a party. It's a party for that 15 minutes. And as soon as the guys come, it's still a party because they got their music playing. So it's that party atmosphere. So when the last fight's over, boom, they still playing music when everybody's leaving. So they're ready to go out. So that's the difference between MMA and boxing. The entertainment, diversion that they have in more so than what we have in boxing.
So do you feel that boxing has a legitimate threat from MMA as far as?
No doubt, yeah. Not necessarily because of the lack of the skills of the fighter, but it's part of the entertainment that that plays a great deal part. You don't want, after seeing MMA, you don't want to be in a fight and then when the fight is over, you got to wait 15 minutes doing nothing. Before we handled it, it was no big deal. We were talking to each other. Now we don't want to talk to each other. We want to fight. So now, while the music is going on, we're a party. It's a party while it's going on. So if somebody's dancing now, we're entertained. It's all about the entertainment, the vision.
Now, growing up, you were a student. You were a professed student of boxing. You watched all those films. You knew about the history of the sport. And this age group, the younger folks now in the 20-year-old age group or whatever, this is what they're growing up with, the MMA, and they're not learning so much about the boxers, and they're being grabbed by that entertainment value, that flash of MMA that you say is very attractive.
Flash. When I was fighting in the 80s and the 90s, there was a lot of flash.
You were the flash.
Everybody was flashing, and not only that, the crowd was like, everybody, the drug epidemic came too, so everybody's flashing. All the guys, as the big money boom, Reagan was in office, then Bush was in office, everybody was rich, even the Democrats, we all got rich. That's one thing about Bush and Reagan, we all got rich. The middle class, everybody, now everybody. I'm not saying that I love Obama, I'm not saying because of Obama, I'm just saying when I was fighting, I got rich under the Republican reign. Basically, I fought him, and we did well into that ring.
Do you think the heavyweight division will come back? I mean, you talked about periods where it wasn't so spectacular.
It's going to come back. It's going to be a guy that's just knocking everybody out. And that's
in the States, I mean.
I don't know where he comes from.
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody says. It's just confusing, and I don't care even if it's a racist country. When we see in America, we see these white heavyweights, and we see them, the sophisticated European stuff. We don't like that. We like crushing bones and stuff in America.
Do you feel there's a difference between the knockouts that you were doing and the Klitschko knockouts now, which they're knocking people out, but do you feel that there's kind of a difference in the...
No, this is what it is. This is what I'm trying to play. It's the drama that I brought to the fight. Before the knockout, I brought all the drama. I got this lawsuit here. I've been attacked here. I beat this guy up here. My wife is divorcing me, and now that's all entertainment. Now we're gonna fight.
Yes,
that's
it's just the fight.
But my whole life was all a reality show before reality shows were existence, and so that's why I was really. I had good fights, but that's why I was popular as well. I was entertaining them under my own health expense,
And Mike, what could you bring you back in the ring?
I'm going to take care of kids now. And all that kind of stuff. That's tough.
Well, speaking of reality shows,
not fun.
Maybe for 3 rounds or so?
No, I don't do that again.
It doesn't make sense anymore.
No, I'm too domesticated now.
But
Mike,
did you miss something in your life right now? Maybe you are not the boxer,
I don't know what I miss. I'm missing something, but I just want to Well, all I want to do is just try to set a good example. And the last time I had my kids and my other marriages, all my kids hate me now for my last relationships and stuff.
A lot of boxers nowadays.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
A lot of boxers nowadays are going on for long. You look at the Klitschko's or
we had different medicine and stuff back then. If your guys don't think what I just think, you know, why are we doing it now and not doing it back then? We have different medicines now. We have different kind of potions. We have all kind of gimmicks now to help us stay healthier. You know what I mean? I don't know how long. I don't know what the recuperation of the situation may be, but you know, things have changed now. You know, the Russians, the Europeans, the Germans, they changed a lot of stuff in the art of combat.
Would you have liked to continue for a lot? I mean, if you could have continued to say you were your age now or not?
No, because I'm not a healthy guy for this stuff. Me and Siri, the champ, and that's not good. It's dangerous. I can't have my wife and kids. I might tell them, go to hell, you know who I am? So that's not healthy for me. I don't want that stuff no more.
Did you celebrate your 25th birthday of, you know, winning the world champion? Or being the youngest world champion of the world? Happy birthday.
No, we don't do that stuff, you know. A lot of that stuff is good too, but a lot of stuff bring back bad memories too. You know what I mean? Not the good, the good and the bad. So I just try to be objective and say I was very grateful. I'm grateful for the life that I have now. Not, you know what I mean? I mean, it's very grateful. That's what I'm trying to
Mike, you mentioned that your life was a reality show before they had reality shows. In this past year, you've had Taking on Tyson. You did that one show with the same name where you switched with another Mike Tyson in Michigan. You've been back in both parts of the Hangover movies, 1 and 2. This past year, and to me, I would imagine that from a professional standpoint, concerning your career as a boxer, it all culminated with your induction into the Hall of Fame, which is right near my hometown in Syracuse, so I was there. What was that like for you? I know you got very emotional during the speech, and you talked about, and you touched on it a little bit yesterday during when you got the award for the multi-ethnic Hall of Fame, that these guys, I watched these guys growing up, and I'm one of them now. And that really seemed to be something that really touched you inside.
Yeah, because I was explaining yesterday that I never had much of a life. I never thought much about myself. I didn't have a good psychological opinion about myself. But then, I don't know, I saw these guys. Cuss introduced me to these guys, so he gave me this book, and I was watching, I don't know who was it, Robert Cohen, some little fight, wasn't a big-time fighter. But he had a belt on. And I thought the fact that he had a belt and he had his shirt off, and I fell in love with that whole look. Tough guy with his belt and try to smile, and I fell in love with that whole look. And I got, I don't know, I got overwhelmed by that. I wanted to be like those guys.
And your induction put you into immortality with all of them.
Yeah, but when I went up there, I couldn't express it. I didn't want people to think I was coming up here to think I'm in these guys' league. I'm an equal with them. I'm not. You know, I come in the Hall of Fame on my knees because I know these guys, if I ever meet them, they're not going to talk about my accomplishments because they've done it all and seen it all. They're going to talk about how much money I made and how did you live your family life and what was it like out here. And they're not going to ask me about that stuff, you know what I mean? Will you be on the title? Yeah, but after me, I did a lot of stuff, but this guy, somebody that's in the 30s, is going to say, I seen Joe Louis defend his title 25 times. He had 23 knockouts. That's overwhelming to me. That blows me away. I don't care whatever. That's just amazing. That's a
13 and a half years champion.
Exactly. I saw Rocky Marciano beat everybody he ever fought, every 49 fights. One of those guys could tell me that.
43 knockouts.
You know what I mean? They could tell me that, and I could be humble me. You know, so I don't go in there big shot. In the world, I'm a big shot, but among my peers in that thing, I know I'm not. I know I'm just a young baby compared to them. Harry grabbing all these guys, Joe Gant, these guys got 350 fights.
You're also great.
You know.
And talking about young babies, Bernard Hopkins is still fighting. He's 46. I mean, what do you think of extraordinary discipline? Huh?
That's awesome. I would love to fight too if I was capable of doing it that long.
What do you think the secret is? Because I mean, quite extraordinary to be fighting at that age. I mean, he's a grandfather.
Determination, the will. He wants to do it.
Yes.
I didn't want to do it.
Yes.
I want to do it without putting in the work.
Did you see the boxing as a phase of your life? Obviously not at the time, but I mean, did you see it as a phase of your life? And now, obviously, you've got another life.
No, boxing was just a platform for I could express other points of views of my life and do other angles of my life. You know, as you see now, I do acting. Yes. People say I'm good at it. Let's see where this takes us. You know?
All right, Mike, thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mike. Thanks very much.
Thank you, sir.